But that's something that you're willing to sacrifice if you are an Akali main like Westrice. He knows he'll be a little bit behind in CS during the early game. It's something that you're willing to accept when you play something like Fizz in the mid lane, because he is melee, he is an assassin. You're banking on the fact that your kill potential is going to be more worthwhile. Wow, I just saw something I have not seen in a competitive game, and it is Broken Shard starting with the shield mastery. I don't even know what that thing is called because I've never gotten it, and I've never seen anyone use it in a serious game.
I mean, that's interesting. I wonder what he's got planned here.
So you only get that shield back when you die and return to base. You get it once when the game starts, and then whenever you die. So he might be planning on taking a lot of trips to the fountain, which is not usually a good strategy.
Not often, but we'll see if it works out here. Game 3 is underway here between Evil Geniuses and Determined Gaming. EG are up 2-0 in this series, Kobe, looking very strong, and they really want to power through here and sweep their way into the LCS.
That would be pretty much Crepo's dream right now, sweeping, because they thought it was going to be hard. They thought it was going to be very hard. He was not even that confident coming into this set. They were very, very worried about this DTG team.
And it's interesting when you see them on camera, kind of the body language between the two teams. EG, very serious, very focused, still saying, no, we still need to win one more game. We saw Determined. They just looked absolutely wrecked emotionally. Did not look happy at all. Looks like nothing too crazy is happening for early invader. Lots of wards, though, out on the map, Kirby. Lots of trinkets everywhere.
Yeah, and we also have a red side start for Broken Shard. In the new jungles, a lot of people just automatically start whatever side their AD carry and support are on, just for extra damage for the leash, because Smite is less damage now. But he's actually starting on the red side, so EG actually won't really expect that, and he might be trying to pull just some very sneaky play with that early shield from his mastery. Looks like the Arthalon's going to take the easy route and get some jungle experience while his lane is being frozen by the AD and support.
Yeah, but both top lanes actually doing that. So it looks like we're going to have two different 1v2s here. Renekton down the bottom likely there. Inox is going to go back now. Does a bit of funky pathing there to Snoopy, but he's okay. And Westrice actually rotating up now. So I mentioned it before. They seem to like putting Akali in 2v1s because you can be pretty safe there again from the tower dives unless we bring vision.
And they were actually not expecting that one. They had Arthalon up top. They thought it was going to be the Renekton up there. But Renekton here, Inox, was also getting jungle experience. And he was also waiting for his lane, his duo lane to push up there.
So the early laning, pretty interesting here between the two. But looks like we are going to shake it out and have two different 2v1s here. So in game 1 we had a lot of turrets getting pushed down very, very quickly. So we'll see what happens here. But Inox arrives just in time here as the waves starting to push in. He'll start picking up some experience, and then we go. Level 2.
All right, so both the solos are level 2 here. It is a bit harder for this duo to dive at this early in the level, because you already talked about how you can throw down that Twilight Shard and just go invisible. So it kind of negates the early game kill potential that Leona has, because if she goes in under a turret, then she's going to go in all the way.
Oh, Belter could be in trouble here as Broken Shard's moving through. Big amount of damage. Satchel Charge pops off though. Doesn't quite want to use his flash and doesn't need to. Very nice play there from Ziggs.
Yeah, Arthalon not quite able to set that one how he wanted, and since Shyvana doesn't have CC of her own, that's going to mean the end of that gank.
Yeah, and I mean, Broken Shard here, Shyvana's a decent diving champion, but you don't bring a whole lot of CC to the party when you come through. So if you're diving, it's good, but you play well, use your CC intelligently when you get dove, it's not too bad. It looks like both junglers actually going to settle into babysit instead of 3v1 pushing this time.
Right, so they are going to share some experience as well. Inox again. And remember, you get bonus lane experience from minions if there's two people there, but that doesn't actually work with jungle minions, so they're just being nice and sharing it between themselves, even 50-50.
Increasing the team synergy even more by sharing some minions here as Inox going to get pushed in here, but I have to think Jinx, if you're looking for just straight push, must be the better pushing champion.
I mean, it's actually pretty even there, because Lucian does have a very good passive for taking down turrets as well. You know, he can get double shots off on turrets just as easily as minions. Jinx, I love the attack speed, you know, on her Q for that, but it's pretty even right there.
I mean, wave clear is pretty equal between the two as well with their respective Qs. So Belter here going to push in. He's definitely going to be solo pushing once again. I mean, Arthalon already forced out of lane.
Yeah, talking about pushing down turrets. Ziggs, again, no surprise there. Same story as last game. Able to shove his lane into the turret. And something that's noted about this Elise jungle, she's a ranged champion, so if she goes from the jungle over to a lane like that, she can shove it as well. She's going for a gank right now, though. Right on Robert.
Yeah, going to move in. Snooper here looking for Bubba, though. Robert could be in trouble. Dives on top there. Lantern out. Repel, though, does happen, but he's very low. Oh, and Bubba, that was a really nice prediction there. I think, no, trying to hook Inox, actually, but I like Snooper's decision to not go. He would have died for sure.
Yeah, Snooper did not want to give over that red buff. They were able to force Robert out of the lane, but they're looking to pick up a kill on the support here. Bubba still has Flash, though.
Has to be careful. No Ignite here either in this pairing, so Thresh reasonably tanky, especially with that Doran shield. Probably going to be okay. Yeah, he's going to go through there. Snoope finding a stun, does get it there. The damage does go down there, and they'll chase him under, but not quite enough damage, unfortunately.
Hooks the spider. All right, so the old little spider link going to block the hook there for Inox, so he doesn't end up taking any tower damage, and that's going to be a pretty successful little bit of harassment. But as Robert returns to the lane, they're not going to want to get anything else.
No, just managed to push it in. Unfortunately, Lucian already back to lane is going to mean that probably not going to deny too much CS. Their Vampiric Scepter up now as well for Robert Exley, so he'll have a bit more fun there if he does get poked down and maybe able to fight a little better if Snoope returns once again here. Pobelter really hammering it on here in the mid once again. Oh, nice satchel there again. Ignite actually used it. Arthur going to pop away, but a great ult there from Zik. Pobelter bouncing ball picks up first blood.
Pobelter was not tricked in the slightest by the little pump fake there from Arthalon walking the other way. Able to pick that one up, long range ulti there, and he already had the Ignite on him. Able to finish it up with a Q.
And Pobelter once again off to a great start here in Game 3. And Arthalon, for whatever reason, just has not found a counter at this point. Every champion he's played up against, he's struggled with.
Yeah, they're struggling so hard to find an answer to the Zig instead of just banning it. And it's interesting because they had the opportunity this time and decided that it still was not ban-worthy.
Meanwhile, up towards the top lane, EG pushing in still here, trying to get this turret down. No turrets felled yet here, but first blood did go to EG just a few moments ago. And I did spot a nice little one in the inventory of Snoope actually here. If they want to try and go into this Akali.
Yeah, so we talked about diving Akali without pink wards. That's your fault if you mess that up and die 3 vs 1. But he's going to bring one. Plus, as we just saw there, the W from Yellow Pete on Jinx, the Zap will reveal Westrise. So they have multiple vision options. And Westrise knows this, does not want to stick around.
And I love this rotation from EG that's moving up towards the top lane. Snoope, if they want to dive, they can go in for it. In fact, Westrise should not be standing in that spot.
So he was doing a pretty tricky little thing right there. He was just barely inside of experience range. That's why he was just hiding around the edge. And he was able to leech one minion right there and grab level 6.
The early tower does get taken up for EG. The bottom tower pretty healthy here though as well, as Inox has been able to defend that reasonably nicely. And of course, Pobelter, he's just shoving all day, every day.
Yeah, Pobelter on Ziggs again means that there's no presence mid for Determined. And that means that Broken Shard cannot counter jungle with Shyvana. Shyvana's not the best at ganking. She's best at destroying jungles. And with no jungle pressure from the mid, no backup, it means that he's going to have to stay in his own jungle and just farm up his own.
As Inox here, going to back off there down towards the bottom lane. 4-man push now for EG. Really trying to get the fast push going on this one. I mean, again, they've got great siege. Elise is fantastic in sieges. You can just throw out cocoons. And if you hit somebody, you can do a ton of damage.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about with the ranged junglers. A lot of people were very excited. Oh, here goes Crepo.
Broken Shot going in. Crepo, great ult there at Leona. He's going to pick up credit for that kill. Satchel charging there for Pobelter. The Bobber completely caught off there. He's forced to walk a long way around back towards his turret. But he'll get out there. Again, Crepo's on point.
Yeah, that was just a bad idea. You do not want to go attack that grouping of EG. They were all ready for that one, and Broken Shard gets caught out away from the rest of the team. Again, Lantern thrown out, but he was also stunned up, and the Lantern was blocked. Not able to escape.
So the story continues here for Evil Geniuses, up 2,000 gold or more, actually about 2,500 here early on in this game, and that's without the first dragon, Kobe. So they've been off to some pretty good starts in the first 2 games. This is their best yet.
The games just keep getting even more and more convincing in favor of EG here. really looking like they deserve a set.
We'll see here. Early days still here in this one, but Determined absolutely have to fight for every inch at this point. There are no more games left to give, unfortunately, for them. As Robert Exley caught by the cocoon there for Snooper. Enox going on the top. The repel there follows through as well. And it was a great cleanse there from Exley, but not enough.
I like that no hesitation from Snooper, even though Robert was still moving up, and he could have even gotten deeper in the lane. Because Snooper knew that he was already on a path and he could land that cocoon no matter what, took the shot, and they're able to capitalize.
And for me, that's one of the things that really describes EG's play throughout this entire set so far. Decisive. They are really, really just making quick decisions. Oh no, Cocoon landing on the thresh. A dive will happen again. Hobart are getting chased down there as well, but he's going to be okay. Death Sentence gets blocked by the repel actually, but they're going to keep moving in. Now Arthlon coming through, picks up the kills as Zigzot's coming over the top. Enox as well, really caught in a bad spot. He's going to get taken out by Broken Shard.
Yeah, I was going to say the duo for EG was up top, but now they're not even done here. Arthalon's moving on. Belter, can he win this time?
No, can't quite get the 1v1. Ignite moving down there onto Arthalon. And Determined going to go for this Dragon now as well. They needed to fight back Kobe, and they are.
That was a terrible decision right there from EG. Like I just was about to say, their duo was up top right there. And that was a 3-man going aggressive on to the entire team of Determined. They paid for it, and it was a little bit of what Determined needed to get back in this game.
EG do get the trade there after, though. Take out the tower in the top lane there. So 2-0 up in turrets, still just under 2,000 gold ahead. And that seems to be the lead that EG feel comfortable with, given the way they've been playing already in this series. So they'll be happy, but again, it was kind of one mistake from Determined and then one there from EG.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty close still, even though EG have the good lead here. We'll have to see if this West Rice Akali can pay off and start snowballing, because yes, they knew that they were probably going to give up that early game with that pick, and so going into a 2-1, they're like, yeah, both of the solo laners will probably be down in CS, but we're banking on the mid game, him being able to catch people out and chase them down with the 3 dashes of her ult available. She's extremely good at capitalizing on any sort of pick.
It's kind of interesting, actually, with Akali, because with the way EG have been playing, never mind as Crepo's going in to get Broken Shard caught out this time. Crepo, great combo there with the Zenith Blade plus Soul Play, but they can't quite get the kill done.
And it's going to be real hard for him to defend this turret, too. Even though Shyvana does have decent wave clear, 3 members is a lot.
Broken Shard caught there again. Zenith Blade does hit on this super mega death rocket. Comes out there, and Crepo's trying to chase it down, but EG very smartly playing will take the tower. Poke there onto Robert X. Lee, and they'll get out safely.
So Snoopy focuses on the turret, and they get the turret down, but it means that Broken Shot get away with a little bit of life. However, they escape before the rest of Determined get to the area, so nobody loses their life.
And we've seen very experienced decision-making from EG in general, I feel like. They've just backed away, they've played very safe and very decisively, but they've never really overcommitted here. As West Rise, Satchel Charge, Repel going to move through, Zenith Blade on top, Pinkwall down on top of his corpse, and he's very, very dead as Yellow Pete's going to take that one out.
There it is, keeping that pink ward in your inventory. You'll be able to use it sooner or later, and they grab West Rice mid, plus that's going to be the turret.
And just such great rotations across the board here for EG. Again, we can't stop saying it. They're playing so cohesively. They're playing like a team that's been together for 2 years, not 2 days, almost 2 weeks maybe.
Oh, the Cocoon land.
Bobbidom getting caught there. Satchel Charge moving through as well. Pobelter slays another one as Broken Shark will be in trouble. Eats the Chomper for his troubles. But EG just going to continue pushing through now.
All right, so EG, yeah, we talked about how, you know, they look like they're playing so cohesively. I feel like you give up so much map pressure when you keep giving Pobelter the Ziggs. Everyone always talks about how important the mid turrets are, and Ziggs with his constant pushing and not being kept in check by any ganks from a Shyvana who doesn't have CC. It frees up Pobelter to really gain a lot of map pressure just from that mid area, and you know, Snoop has done a great job of capitalizing on it.
Yep, so West Rice now going to farm things up as Akali on the way to his Hextech Gunblade, which is his item of choice on Akali. And he's been playing it for so long, I'm not going to question that at all.
It's a fun item to get on her, as well as playing to her hybrid strength. So Definitely think that is a good pickup. Plus, it does give her the opportunity to add a slow to her kit, so when you do catch someone with those dashes, finish them off.
It's almost like you get an extra shadow dash when you've got the slow there, but items are plenty for EG here as well with their few thousand gold up. We've got Athene's already finished there for Ziggs. Bloodthirster up now for Jinx in there as well. Renekton on the way to kind of half of the two items he really wants here. He's got Sunfire Cape on the way with Giant Spell, and he's got Spirit Visage on the way with his Negatron Cloak here. And Snoopy as well, not doing anything fancy. We saw Dexter going for a little bit more aggressive with his build, got the Haunted Guys, had the Abyssal Scepter. Very straightforward, very tanky for him.
Yeah, he's the least. He hasn't been too heavy on the farm. At least more about pressuring the lanes, getting those ganks off. But yeah, also hasn't been landing the killing blows for those ganks. So a little light on cash, just going with the conservative build.
And one thing I did want to mention before Akali got blown up by the pink ward is that EG has never mind Broken Shard. He's going to get caught up here as well. Snoopy here going to chase through. Crepe now trying to get it done. And this is the jungler against effectively the two supports. The first Miss Leona ultimate.
So he led that one a little too much. Arthalon, though, in a sticky spot here.
Yeah, Arthalon, he's absolutely in trouble here. Enoch's going to be able to chase him now. Good flash, actually, but flash forward. Great snare there from Arthalon. And no slash there to close the gap. Bomelzer! Oh, beautiful ultimate to save himself there. And he actually wants the kill. He picks it up. Now he's on to Westrise. He's 2 levels ahead as Bubba gets out of the Zenith blade. Yellow Pink flashing forward to pick up that kill. And EG all of a sudden open up the map as Enoch getting chased down now as well. 2v1 up against Westrise. He's almost going to take him out, but Broken Shard gets the kill. But EG chasing down the mid lane once more.
Determined to answer with 1 kill, but this is an inhibitor turret going down for EG. That is huge.
And we mentioned it before, they seem to only be getting stronger as they play this series. Didn't get the inhibitor, unfortunately, but did get the turret, as you mentioned. And this is the biggest leads they've had yet, and they've looked so good already.
That was a pretty epic chase up there with Inox on Arthalon. A lot of answers there from Arthalon, but he did not have the last say. Ended up going down anyway.
So what I was trying to mention is that when you have an Akali, it's a little awkward when you're up against a team that seems to always buy 3 quick red trinkets.
Yeah, they have been very coordinated with their sweeper purchases as well. Timing those very, very well with the amount of map control that they need and that they have been able to already establish. So if you've got the upgraded Sightstone here for Crepo, then they've got plenty of wards that they're going to be able to throw down, and they'd rather grab the vision denial with the sweepers.
Yeah. Now, Lissandra, a bit of a different mid laner as well that we don't see nearly as often as we see Ziggs, certainly, in recent memory. I want to ask you, Kirby, what do you think of Arthalon's choice to go DFG here on Lissandra?
DFG Lissandra has the potential that they need for picking someone off. But if he keeps getting initiated like that, then he's not going to have the opportunity.
Super Mega Death Rocket coming in there. The Dragon does get cleaned up by Broken Shard. But the Soul Flow is going to find Bubba Up coming. Pops up there for Lucian. And that's a very dead thresh now as Broken Shard getting chased down as well. Beautiful minefield there from Pobelter to zone out Westrise. And now Robert actually is very much in trouble. Inox is going to go over the top there, at least with a double kill actually, as Arthalon's going to go down off towards the back as well. And now looking for a third is Snoopy. Robert actually, I mean, he gives it up. He knows that he can't go anywhere. A triple kill for Snoopy.
Broken Shard also nowhere to go. Trying to port home, but Inox is on the case. Not going to let him out.
And Westrise is farming his wolves with EG in his own jungle. Determined Gaming absolutely scattered here, it seems, in this third game here. And Crepa's going to lock him up. Cocoon lands, pink one immediately down. And EG.
Man, they have all the answers right now. They are looking so dominant in this game. They want that clean sweep.
And they looking like they're going to be able to get it here as well, Kobe. Huge gold lead out already. 7,000 gold ahead for the Evil Geniuses. Looking for a sweep. I expected Determined to maybe drop a game here as we're going to have a replay.
All right, so let's look at this again. Bubba Dub just gets destroyed by the Crepo and Snoopy combo. And then this entire ETG team is running for their lives. They're all split up. There's nothing that they could possibly hope for at that point except for trying to get away. And pretty much everybody does end up getting caught out. Anyway, Robert tries.
Yeah, he realizes that he's just done at that point. I actually like that play a lot from Robert, just being like, yeah, okay, I have nowhere to go, so I'm just going to give it up here. Yellow Pete up towards the top, going to clear them out, going to push everything out of the way there. But Evil Geniuses, I mean, Determined again, the team that nobody wanted to play against. EG, completely new roster who didn't even seem to have that much confidence in themselves when we were talking to them. But really shown up here. Snoopy said it. Anyone can win on the day, and they're looking amazing today.
I know, it looks like they're going to, try and put a little fear into the other LCS teams. winning with some good style.
Looks like Jinx looked for the steal there on the red buff, but doesn't quite get it. Robert Exley will be able to clean that one up for himself. Rabadon's death cap on the way potentially for Ziggs, although he could build a DFG with that as well. So Pobelt he's feeling good.
It's possible. Ziggs, you know, not usually one to get super close and use DFG style stuff, but he could just because he wants to answer Arthalon and, you know, say whatever you can do, I can do better.
Maybe he's Crepo going to get himself death sentence, but he'll shake all that off here. EG really just trying to complete their hold on this game and close out the third and final game that they would need to sweep this series here. Inox getting very aggressive there. He knew he was 1v2, but he's actually 1v3.
So it's actually part of the composition that EG have picked up here. It's an aggressive composition. It's a lane shoving comp because you take Renekton, you know he's going to win that lane early if he goes into a 1v1. They actually choose, you know, going into the 2v1 situation, but they combo that with the Ziggs as well, who's going to win his lane and he's going to shove his lane in. So if you shove all of your lanes at the same time, then you remove a lot of the downside of that strategy, which is the possibility of killing.
Oh, that's a great scene to play for Bubba. He's very dead as Inox picks up that kill with the Mega Inferno Bomb coming in over the top. And time again, Crepo's just catching people. Broken shot, not where you want to be. Instant flash stun there from Crepo with the Shield of Daybreak. And he got away, but that was so decisive from him.
Yeah, Crepo's been doing pretty well on Leona today. I'd have to say he's keeping it up in this game as well. Even though they don't get the kill for the flash stun onto the dragon, they're still going to be able to take the turret. They grab the objective, and they're going to back off.
I mean, one of the biggest compliments people have for a lot of Chinese and Korean teams is that they seem so strong. They always seem to go in together no matter what happens. If somebody flashes, everybody's flashing, and you're trying to get that kill. EG are really showing me that here today. Someone's just going in and everybody's trusting the call.
That's definitely something that I was worried about with this team, too, because, you know, coming in with trying to work Inox and Pobelter into the situation, especially with Pobelter still having to deal with school stuff, you know, they don't have a whole lot of time to work on that communication and that trust that you have to have in your teammates. Seems like everybody trusts Crepo, though, so you can agree on that.
Well, I mean, he's a very lovable guy, so I'm not surprised that the team trusts Crepo here as EG are going to clean out some buffs for himself. Inox going to collect the red buff, actually, which will make his Renekton even scarier, and it's looking pretty beefy right now here. Crepo on vision duty, just clearing out as much as he can. Bubba trying to stem the bleeding of the vision wall here, cleaning out what he can in his own jungle. And looks like, I don't know what Pobelt is building, by the way, but it's going to be fancy, whatever it is. He's probably got a ton of gold ready to go. On EG, I think they're going to do it again.
Yeah, probably. Pace drum. Good call. Good call. we'll let that one pass. Oh, yeah, they get the ward kill.
Does get taken out. There's Crepo again with the Xena play, bouncing bomb over the top. Super Mega Death Rocket and the Mega Inferno Bomb is broken shot. Is in a whole lot of trouble now as well, getting chased out, taking a ton of damage here. Pobelter actually gets jumped up by Westrise. He goes down as Bubba cleans it up, and here comes Inox with the teleport on top of Westrise. Ward instantly to render. No, he gets out. No, he doesn't. Yellow P there does manage to clean him out now as Bubba trying to flay away for his life, but he looks like he's going to go down as well, and does as Snooper gets yet another kill. And Robert Exley, he may live here, but only to tell the tale.
All right, so that's why everybody trusts Crepo. Another fight for him, another pick, more kills for EG, and they've got full reign of this determined base. It looks like they're just going to start tanking up turrets.
Tanking with the face is Inox there. They're going to trade tank around as well with Snoope, and even Leona now at this point as well for Crepo can choose to do it. Determined Gaming back off. Respawn time is still very short at this point in the game, Kobe.
All right, but without Pobelter, they decide to back off. So even though at this point, they're 2 games up in this series, they're 16-5 in kills in the 3rd game, they still do not want to risk it. They still are playing very calmly. Look at Yellow Pete. That face is a picture of calm.
And again, that's the experience that EG really bring to this stage for their new teammates here, Inox and Pobelter. We were asking ourselves, what does EG look like when they bring new blood in, but they have so much experience and the chemistry that they already built for themselves?
I guess they look like Fnatic, setting up a bush gank right there. The old Fnatic bush.
I mean, Crepo for all his...
Looks like they're going for Westrise with it. Oh, they're on the move.
Looks like they are. The EG train is in at full speed right now as Westrise. He doesn't have anywhere to run. Gets either played up blind there by Crepo, and he's going to hide as best he can. There's the ward going down finally. And Inox, oh no, they don't have one actually. Good slow there as well, coming out for Westrise. Maybe he can live it. Repel out on top there. Westrise trying to drink out of the way. The Death Rocket doesn't quite hit. The Xena play misses. The lantern's down, but it's not enough.
So they didn't have a pink ward for that one. It took a little bit longer, but they're finally able to capture Westrise as well.
They get yet another kill for themselves 17-5 for EG there. 10,000 gold once again in the lead here. 7-1 in turrets. Bobbidub looking for a hook, finds Inox. That's not really who he wants. Sandra thinking about going over the top, but that's a bad idea.
Yeah, not going to go on that one, and here comes Inox.
Arsenal, they're getting bombed down to Snoopy, gets yet another kill. Bobbidub now, taking all the fire as Yellowbeak gets the turret and the kill for his trouble. And EG Snoopy just chasing down Broken
So
Shard.
Snoopy is legendary, by the way, right now on that Elite.
Kills Shyvana mid-ultimate as well with Venomous Fight. And EG, I think they've done it here. They're going to push through for what looks like the third and final game here. Evil Geniuses, you came from Europe, welcome to NA, and they're going to well and truly sweep their way into the LCS.
Congratulations to EG, Pobelter, and Inox, removing all doubt that anyone had about their play. Really nicely played.
And we were wondering which EG was going to show up. It was an incredible EG there. Look at Crepo. So happy to be through there. And they should be. That was an outstanding performance by Evil Geniuses.
There it goes. Now they're in.